What's up, War Report family? You know we are here at SEC Media Days talking a little bit about the upcoming season and all the things that have been transpiring, and I got my guy here with me. Always a pleasure to sit down and talk with him. My man, Dukes the Scoop, Phillip Dukes. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Pleasure to be here, Ike.
Yeah, man. Listen, I appreciate you taking a little time to talk to me today, man. We are going to discuss the home team, man, Auburn. Now, Coach Freeze hasn't had an opportunity to address anything yet, but let's just talk a little bit about kind of where we are as a program with Auburn, and specifically I want to start with, since you the man when we talking about the five-star flexing out here on the streets, recruiting with Auburn, and kind of where you feel like the team is as far as their recruiting is going.
I think they're doing pretty well right now. When you think about Big Cat Weekend being the weekend that there's a lot of recruits that you're going to get there that are on the fence about Auburn, and I think that's a time where they could possibly turn the tide with a lot of recruits. You think about the guys who Auburn from the state of Alabama, who's Auburn been in on. The Naeem Offer committed to Ohio State. A guy like Zion Grady also committed to Ohio State. These are guys committed to other schools that if they do come to Big Cat Weekend, you can see Auburn try to make that move. And right now, I feel like Auburn has a good shot at both of those players. So I just think that in comparison to last year, I think Auburn's class, the momentum is a little bit further along than it's been in previous years, and it's something to be excited about if you're a fan of the Plains.
Sure. Now, one of the things that when we talked to Coach Freeze, he felt optimistic about the potential for Auburn to go into the top 5 maybe even this season. I know that was something they wanted to be able to do as far as a goal last season. You know, Auburn's sitting just outside of the top 10 right now, depending on where you're looking. Do you feel as if Auburn can land those 1 or 2 5-stars that really puts them in that conversation for top 5 recruiting class this season?
I'm almost sure they are. There's no doubt in my mind that they'll get at least 2 5-stars in this class. I'd be willing to bet on it. Also, I think that they are going to get some more highly rated 4-stars. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they got more than 2 5-stars. I think this is the year, as long as Auburn can put it together on the field, you get at least 8 wins, I think Auburn ends up with a top 5 class.
Well, let's talk about that for a second then. 8 wins. The Vegas number is 7.5. What's the path for Auburn to be able to get there to 8 wins this season?
Yeah, I think the path for Auburn to get to the at least 8 wins, is going to be from the quarterback position. I think that Peyton Thorne had the type of year last year where you saw flashes, but you never got the consistency.
Right.
Now when you have better options on the perimeter, you look at a guy like Cam Coleman, who's basically a phenom,
right.
And now you times 2 that with Perry Thompson, who I've been hearing is everything that he's been billed to be as soon as he stepped on campus. Now, how much better does that make Peyton Thorne when he doesn't have to be, he's not worried about setting his feet on every throw, because he can be a little bit off when you have guys with a catch radius as wide as these 2 guys. So I think as long as you can get consistent play at the quarterback position, Auburn is going to be in contention to be an 8-9 win team.
Dope. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think it really does come down to Peyton Thorne, but when you think about the success of Peyton Thorne, one of the big reasons he was able to be successful in those Michigan State days is the run game. Kenneth Walker, all world, right? Like, he was a guy who was up there for the Heisman consideration. In his senior season, what do you feel like Jarquez Hunter needs to be to elevate this offense to the next level?
I think he needs to be himself. I think he has to really kind of return to the Jarquez Hunter that we saw that was basically like a Tasmanian devil on the field when he wasn't thinking as much. I think that last year there were some issues off the field, and it took a while for him to get in the groove before we actually saw the Jarquez that we knew and loved previously as not even Auburn fans, but football fans as a whole. So being able to see him with the year removed from any of the drama and see him return to his true self, I think that's what it's going to take in order for him to have the type of season that Auburn fans and college football fans would love for him to have.
Yeah, man, I definitely agree. Jarquez, hopefully this season, you know, none of the off-field stuff, like I said, preseason happening. He'll come in, focus, clarity. The running back room in general, I think, is probably underrated here in the SEC. But let's close out here talking a little bit about the defense, because I think DJ Durkin coming in first year, you know, you had a lot of turmoil going on. Ron Roberts, a good defensive coordinator, just it wasn't coming together for that defense at points last season. What do you feel like is going to be happening for this defense this year? A lot of inexperience around there, but some quality transfers in. How do you feel about the Auburn defense going into this season?
I think you're going to see a lot of perimeter blitzing. When you look at one of the strengths of the defense, it's going to be athleticism in the secondary. So I think when you think about guys like a Ken Lee, you think about a guy like Keontae Scott, who we saw come off the edge plenty of times during his career at Auburn. Now you bring in a guy like Terrence Love, 6'3", 205 pounds. Last time I saw him, he looked like he was about 215, 4'4", 40 guy. So when you have guys that big and that fast, and you're able to send them from different points in the secondary, I think that's something that we've always seen with DJ Durkin, that he's going to be aggressive, and he's not just going to send guys who you know are coming. He's going to send the guys he thinks who can get to the quarterback. So it doesn't matter what level of the defense that you're on, whether it be the second level or the third, you're going to see a lot of different looks from DJ Durkin, and frankly, it's going to be exciting just to see. Maybe do we see the return of the no-name defense from 2004 where it didn't have to be this one large star, not a la Derrick Brown and Marlon Davidson, where everybody is contributing in a team sort of fashion, and then you never know where the pressure is coming from. But if you don't know anything else about DJ Durkin, you know the pressure is coming.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to the season, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what Auburn's able to produce this year. We will definitely have to kind of revisit this conversation after he's had an opportunity to come in here and talk. Some of the guys have an opportunity to address the media, and after Big Cat, we definitely need to talk again, man. But I appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time today. Y'all know who we are, man. We're the War Report, checking in live from SEC Media Days with our guy Dukes, the Scoop on 3. Before they get out of here, Dukes, tell the people how they can follow what you got going on.
Man, check me out Twitter and Instagram at Dukes the Scoop, and also on YouTube on 3 Recruits channel, the 5-Star Flicks.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, we're going to get our flex on and we're going to get up out of here, man. But once again, we're live from SEC Media Days. Make sure y'all stay locked in with your boys right here at the War Report. We're out. War Eagle.